Sensational, damn it!
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Holy cow, look at that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
World record right there. World record stuff right there. I couldn't tell if you heard him go. It's one of my favorite things in the whole world. We have so much stuff to get through this morning, and it's going to be quick. I hope you're strapped in. I hope you're ready. Let's dive right in, folks. JD Vance interviewed with CNN was big, but this is even bigger. Walz and his military record isn't going away, but most importantly, this story has been circulating, and I've been trying to figure out, why are Democrats so obsessed with Tim Walz and Kamala Harris? Why is everybody on the left calling Kamala Momala? It's not going away, and Tim Walz daddy. What's happening? What is exactly happening? We need to get down to the bottom of it, and no other than NY Post did a whole story regarding this. Dems' childish obsession with Momala and daddy Walz is beyond bizarre. It truly is beyond bizarre, because I've been waking up to this and thinking, what the F is actually happening when it comes to Kamala Harris and Tim Walz and their obsession? I'm seeing TikToks of white women specifically saying, you know what? Tim Walz is the Fox News dad that we lost. Tim Walz is the dad that, instead of diving into conspiracy theories, he actually is a pretty good guy. Like, here's this right here. Tim Walz is the dad the entire generation wished they had, instead of the only one they lost to Fox News. Imagine thinking you're losing someone to a news source. That kind of cope is insane. Tim Walz represents the father we lost to Fox News. And it's again and again and again. He's the white dad. What they won't say is, he's my white dad. And he makes me feel safe. And nobody can forget the most cringy moment known to mankind, with Kamala Harris saying, Drew Barrymore saying, will you be our Momala? These people don't care about their policies. They don't care what they stand on. They just want the feel-good factor. They just want to feel good again. They think that Donald Trump represents evil and bad and no feel-good factor. In fact, I'm going to get into a story in a second about that. So they're doing everything in their power to ramp up this feel-good factor, and he's like a dad. He's like our daddy. These people all have daddy issues. Turns out, fathers, you need to stay in the home and be emotionally available, or else you get some of these people. Here we go. My reaction to the news that Tim Walz is the Democrat pick for vice president. Not me crying before work. I miss my dad, and he's very much alive. Honestly, these poor people. But this is like an average Democrat voter. The obsession, the praise is based on good feelings and their parents coming back into their life. It's not based on a policy that they feel like is all they're excited about. That being said, Kamala Harris is reportedly dropping her policy maybe this Monday or maybe next Monday. Who knows? So everyone that's excited about Kamala Harris, it's not a cult. We just don't know what you stand for. Don't you say anything negative about the cult, because the cult will come after you. Yeah, did you see what Donald Trump did? Every time I post anything about negative about Kamala Harris, it's like, yeah, it's always met with, yeah, but. Have you seen what Donald Trump did? Have you seen Donald Trump? Democrats are so clueless, they just put up these dirty, corrupt politicians. Oh, yeah, we're going to get into that. So this is the huge breaking story over the weekend. The Tim Walz stolen valor story. And again, no one on the right is saying that he didn't serve in the military. I feel like I can't get this point across hard enough.
I'm gonna come.
Nobody is saying Tim Walz didn't serve well or serve a long time. were saying that he's lying about his combat experience, that he used it to garner political points and use your emotions to stir up these feelings of, oh my God, he is literally a soldier. He literally went to war. It's in your face, Republican. So over the weekend, former leader of Tim Walz's unit joins the Stolen Valor, and he posts this long Facebook thread about what actually went down. It gets to the bottom where it really goes to town, where he says, I can't say the same of the service sitting frocked in the CSM chair. He basically goes on to say, calling himself like a wartime hero is like sitting in a cockpit plane does not make you a pilot. So he should have not received these awards by non-commissioned officers and stuff like that. His Stolen Valor claim is a perfect representation of so many politicians that will just say and do anything in order to stir your emotions to make you feel like, oh, he's a good guy. We're going to continue to vote for him. Because this is all that matters. They want to pick. This is the picture that the corporate media, propagandists, that people on the left are painting. Harris is pushing joy. This is from AP News, the most trustworthy news source. Harris is pushing joy. Trump paints a darker picture. Oh, what does that make you feel when you read a title like that? Also, loving my green screen right now. Is going through. This is never wear green. This is why you don't wear green.
Emotional damage.
That's why you don't wear green. Harris is pushing joy. Trump paints a darker picture. Look at that emotion. Will mismatched moods matter? I would argue to say one is painting joy and one is living in lollipop land. And the other is painted more in reality, maybe to umping up a little extreme to get the bass going on, ramping up per usual. Because you got to do that. You got to ramp your bass up. You got to say emotional things like, if you don't vote for me, then the world is ending. You have to say these things. This election season, always keep that in mind. If it's over the top and insane, notch it down a few levels, and that's exactly where it is. But she's not painting anything but hype. She's painting a picture like she's not even vice president right now. Like she hasn't been in power doing things with Joe Biden right now. The common thing about Joe Biden is no one thinks Joe Biden is actually running the country. So who's running the country? And maybe her, or maybe Barack Obama. I'm not totally sure. But it's definitely not Joe Biden. Joe Biden over the weekend was having a great time at the beach, just enjoying his vacation. You know, the minute he decided or got pushed out from being president, his first thought is, fine, you're going to push me out? Well, I'm not going to do anything anymore. At this point, the normal people must overtly mock and shame the Democrat voters enough. Well, this is how you mock and shame. I mean, this idea that you're searching for a daddy to fix your issues is pretty lame. What's up, Della? This scares me as a black American. I don't know what we'll do if Trump wins. He's going to put me back in chains. Yeah, exactly. He's going to put y'all back in chains. Only this woman who just became black can save me, and people who look like me. Exactly. Yeah, Della, I love that logic, man. Only black people can save you. If you want a white person to save you, they're literally going to put you in chains. I've been paying close attention to Tim Walz's speeches lately, and they're reminding me of somebody. And I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. So if you watch, just look at Tim Walz. He's very animated. He's using arms. He's throwing. Very World War II prominent leader in Germany-esque. I'm not going to say the name because YouTube just goes, oh, you're going to say that name? Demonetized. Okay, like here we go. But all I can think is this.
Blood alone moves the wheels of history.
Have you ever asked yourselves in an hour of meditation
which
Good morning.
everyone finds during the day. How long we have been striving for greatness.
It's almost matched.
Not only the years we've been at war, the war of work.
Tim Walz is all our daddies. Okay, if I am not voting for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz purely based on I don't want entire years of media and YouTube videos talking about how they are our dads. And that's what they'll do. If you have any kind of critique, they'll be like, oh, you're just critiquing mommy. Big news coming out of England as well. There's a Leicester Square stabbing. 11-year-old and 34-year-old woman were stabbed in London's Leicester Square, prompting a police response. So you think the protests are starting to calm down? I think this is only going to ramp up everything that's going on in Leicester Square. Over the weekend, there was still protests, but it started to calm down a little bit more. I'm paying very close attention to what's going on in England, especially with the UK police saying that they're going to extradite people for talking crap about what's going on in Ukraine. You're not going to do that. I get that that's a silly threat, but that's just the level of psychotic censorship in the UK. They're all about freedom of speech until it's hate speech, whatever that means. Misinformation. Who deems it misinformation? Well, we do, because we're the experts. So it's like COVID all over again. When are people going to wake up and realize that the government is not your friend? The government is not going to help you. The government is not going to save you. The government will only take your rights away and never give them back. And people are like, well, I want to give the government my rights because the government is my dad. Be my daddy because I never had a dad growing up and I'm too insecure to, take responsibility for myself. So another stabbing in London. And now you're going to watch the media do everything in their power to dismiss, not tell you who did it, unless it's a white guy. If it's a white guy, it'll come out immediately. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. It's just, if you're white, you get it. Speaking of being white and getting it, Donald Trump finally posted on X at 3 a.m. Donald Trump posted, Mom. Are you better off now than we're... Okay, this is the message Donald Trump should be saying everywhere instead of these 3-hour rallies. You should just be saying, are you better off now than you were when I was president? And people go, oh, but you had COVID. You literally started COVID. You made the economy trash. Della says COVID is back and went away for some time. It's on vacation now. It's back right now around the fall season. Dude, don't say that. I'm never letting it come back in my life. You have to believe in COVID for it to come back. And you have to, every time you say COVID's not real, Dr. Fauci cries a single tear. He posted this on X. Trump will be being interviewed on X tonight. I will be going live for that because why not? Unless it gets really boring quickly. I'm going to go live for that. Also, over the weekend, we had the opening ceremonies, the closing ceremonies for the Olympics taking place. And of course, to stir up your emotions and to stir up engagement on X, because X is driven to stir up emotions and engagement. So now people are just like, closing ceremonies, what the F is this? And it's like, yeah, it's French. Cirque du Soleil, it's weird. And people are like talking about it being demonic. And I'm like, it's okay. I was with you. I was with you on the Last Supper stuff. I saw it. I felt it. I was annoyed. I was angry. I was mad. I was with you on the Last Supper, but you're losing me on this other stuff. You're losing me on this other stuff. Also, over the weekend, it was reported that JD Vance's awards were being scrubbed on Wikipedia. And the only streamer who reads Wikipedia is Destiny, and he said, I'm doing everything I can to make it right again. Well, I looked online, and apparently it's all back there, so I don't know if I'm supposed to believe this shot or not. But I trust and wokeness with my life. I will never not trust them. Trump's media game is next level. His new ad is intense. Trump literally fired 37 million people and gave them all cancer. It's good puss. Trump gives me cancer. I think Trump is probably giving leftards cancer. You know, that stress level gets ramped up so high that you start to produce stress. But I'm never gonna over the weekend we had Biden speaking, and Biden gives me stress because he thinks like I think he has like these dreams that the KKK are everywhere and there's white supremacists everywhere in every corner. And if you just open up your eyes, you'll see them. They're literally everywhere. And here's Biden talking about that. I've never seen a white supremacist in my life, except for like videos in prison. I want to meet one just to confirm that these leftards aren't living in some kind of insane reality. And they're not all just fed plants.
Think of this.
Okay.
Every other time the Ku Klux Klan's been involved, they wore hoods, so they're not identified.
That's true. This guy's ready to run. Put him back in. Democrat DNC convention. Take over that convention, Biden. What they did to you is wrong. It's un-American.
Think of this.
This man is a serious.
Every other time the Ku Klux Klan's been involved, they wore hoods, so they're not identified.
Right.
Under his presidency.
Like him.
They came out of those woods with no hoods.
Wow.
Knowing they had an ally. Wow. That's how I read it. They knew they had an ally in the White House. Whoa. And he stepped up for them.
You know the Ku Klux Klan that's disavowed Trump? That says they're not part of him? 20 people came out of the woods, and those 20 people are going to take over the country. 20 psychopathic people that are inbreds all came out of the forest together and decided we're taking over the country. And I am not going to ever stop talking about that one moment in Charlottesville. I'm starting to think what happened in Charlottesville is the Patriot Front. Okay? Like, I've never seen the Charlottesville people again. Have you? I haven't seen the Charlottesville people anymore. I'm starting to wonder, is that the freaking Fed? Is that Patriot Front? Did Patriot Front just morph into, or did Charlottesville little tiki torch bros morph into Patriot Front? I'm just saying, is that what happened? Where did these people go? I just did a Trump thing. I'm just saying, where are these people going? But Junior says Destiny has developed a serious case of meth mouth. He's got Adderall brain. You could just, when you get around people that take a lot of Adderall, you just know it. You just know it. And it's okay, but they're just on different speeds. Biden got stuck in the old agenda too long. Kamala is here to bring fun and happiness. Yeah, exactly. How much fun and happiness can you have? I feel like Kamala Harris is going to be like that person that you invite to the party that's just like, is everyone having fun? Is everyone having fun? You need to have as much fun as me. Everyone needs to have fun. Like, and you're like, hey, can we just take a day off and just relax and play on our phones or just not talk to you for like a few hours so I can recharge? She's like, no, we need to be having fun all the time. I've never seen any KKK, says Junior. Well, then you're a liar. You're in the KKK then. It's logic. If you've never seen the KKK, it's because you're in it. Oh, crap. I said I've never seen it. All right, everyone. I'm going to work. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed this 20-minute live stream. It's been a great time. I'll see you guys later tonight. Peace out, A-Town. Drop a like on this video if you do not mind. It helps the algorithms out.